I have texted Chica and Sunsets. I'm about 2 days away from Rock Gap. I'll probably get there tomorrow night, but I want to like spend my full day there. I'm trying to decide, I don't know if you can see this. Hold on. I'm trying to decide if this is a lake or a cloud because it looks kind of lakey, but it looks kind of cloudy too. So when Jay Wonders Out came through in like February, these dudes still had their leaves on. And now they still have their leaves on months later. I think they're called beech trees. They hold on to them until the last possible second. This is gnarly. Imagine that coming down right next to you or on top of you. So I did get into Chica and Sunsets. I'm gonna be there for 3 nights because my Achilles is like really bothering me. They do a pickup at Winding Star Gap at 11 and 2. So 2 days from now, I need to be 16 miles ahead of where I am, which should be doable. I just might not be able to stay at the places that I was planning to stay at. So I'm gonna try and get at least 8 miles today, and then 8 miles tomorrow, and then I'm already 2 miles away from Beech Gap where I stayed last night, so it should be doable. I think I might have to do the later pickup, but I think I can be there in time. Because it's, like, my Achilles doesn't super bother me unless I'm going, like, straight uphill or straight downhill. I'm gonna have to look up, like, stretching techniques, because it might not be, like, the Achilles itself that's hurting. It's, like, the muscles around it are too tight, and that's causing problems with it. But I don't have good enough signal for that out here. This might be the bear that I heard about from the other guy. Due to an increase in close bear encounters from Betty's Creek to Carter Gap shelter area, bear resistant canisters are recommended. Bears have learned how to get PCT hung bags. Most happens between 11 and sunrise. You carry bear pepper spray, ensure it is rated for bear use. Attempt to scare the animal, do not run. Fun. Look at that. I don't know if this mountain has a name, but we're close to Betty Creek. These are even blooming. This little spot for sitting and enjoying the view. There must have been a fire up here because these trees are all funky looking. This is kind of a cool area. This is really going to be the green tunnel when these leaves come in. These little fuzzy dudes. Some mountain laurel. Whatever these guys are. So word on the trail is that last night there was a bear in our camp. One person said they heard it sniffing around their tent, and it apparently stole someone's food bag. I did not see or hear the bear, so I cannot confirm or deny, but based on that warning back there, it's not that far-fetched. So I'm glad I have the earth sack because my bag wasn't touched at all as far as I can tell. And I have the smell-proof liner, even though I ripped it the first use. I put some Leuco tape over it, and I guess that's working well enough. But I'm less than 3 miles from Betty's Creek. It's not quite noon yet, so I'm definitely going to be able to go past it. Probably not all the way up this next climb, but we'll see. Breaking the good camera out for this one. There's this like really short side trail. I don't know what mile it is, but it's not quite to Betty's Creek Gap. Still a couple miles away. It's a little nice dirt area, and you can see for miles. Kind of back to the bear thing. I do remember hearing something snap like off to my right, but there was no one camping over there. And my brain is always like, oh, it's a bear, it's a bear, it's a bear. And I was like, no, 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 no bear. No bears in the tri-state area. So I don't know if that could have been a bear, but I did hear that noise. I don't think I mentioned this either, but someone I met at Above the Clouds, I met up with again a few days later, and she had been thinking of a trail name for me. And she said she thought of Faye the Stray. And I don't really think the Faye part works, but I really like the Stray. So I've been writing that down in logbooks. And when the hostel asked me for my trail name, I was immediately like, it's Stray. QB and Squid are the first ones that I've told to on the trail, so I like it. I think it fits, and I've just been calling Angel Minnie because Minnie Angel. Look at that view. This is awesome. This is where I was gonna camp tonight. The sign back there said toilet area. I'm wondering if there's a flat space somewhere up here, because I'm ready to stop for lunch. So Standing Indian was the first 5,000 foot mountain, and Albert is the next one. That's the one that I'm currently heading towards. So I got to the campsite a lot faster than I thought I would, but there's also a sign saying they don't want people camping there because they're revegetating the area. So I'm gonna work my way up Albert Mountain. If I get all the way, great. If I have to stop beforehand, great. Because I've already done, I think, like 7 miles today. So that's kind of reaching my limit. So whatever I can do today is great. And it cuts down on what I have to do tomorrow and the next day so I can get into the hostel. I forgot this at the campsite because people came in, but we are in the southern Nantahala wilderness now. Specifically at Mooney Gap. There's a lot of trees down here. This is the Forest Service Road at Mooney Gap. The AT comes out here and someone's left some candy. It goes right back up there. Albert Mountain, I think, is less than 2 miles away, but it's very up. I hope the trail isn't a big squishy mess all the way up. That's gonna be a long 1.5 miles. Can't really see the view, but it's kind of pretty. It's kind of cool. It's a moss wall with a waterfall. Go fall. Okay. This last 0.3 of the mountain is gonna kill me. We're so close. We're so close. I didn't know a mountain goat. This is rough. Look at that. This better be worth it. I'm so close. I can see it. Just gotta get up this stupid rock.
When our daughter did the trail,
If y'all go to that lazy hiker, outside the bathroom door, they've got a long map
that's
that
folded out
folds
the
up that shows the whole trail.
I know. They had one at Good Creek out there.
Yeah, they look like, yeah,
Yeah.
hasn't even made it out of the fine print yet.
our daughter did it.
This is amazing. It's a hard climb. Like really hard. This is the second 5,000 foot mountain after Standing Indian. That sucks, so you can't go up there, but you can still get pretty high. Technically technically Albert Mountain is mile 99.7. I feel like climbing up that mountain is worth the pre-research celebration. Now it's like starting to rain. There's been a storm forecasted all day, so I'm now looking for a campsite, but this isn't a very suitable area. So I'm hoping I can get a little further down before it actually starts raining, because it is supposed to rain overnight. Can't even read that sign, don't know what it says. This is kind of nice. Beech Gap, 9.9. Oof. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the shelter. The rain's picking up a little bit. I'm at the Long Branch shelter, which is after mile 100. Woo! I did 11.9 miles today, which is my biggest day. Which, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a big day because it was kind of easy up until Albert Mountain, and then after Albert Mountain it was easy. It was downhill, it was super nice, it was smooth. Just kept chugging down the mountain with the rain. I have like the worst setup here. I'm on a hill. Long Branch does not have good tent sites. The shelter is very nice, but maybe skip it if you want to tent or a hammock. And that's gonna round out today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to donate to my fundraiser, and I'll see you in the next one.